Hello friends, welcome. In this video, I'm going to start a mini series about Laravel and how we can work with mail in Laravel. So for that, I'm going to create a fresh Laravel application, Laravel 9, and with Laravel 9 we have the Symfony mailer, not a Swift mailer. It's going to be a mini series, maybe 4 or 5 videos. So in this video, I'm going to create a fresh Laravel application. And if I search here for mail, here we have the digging deeper for mail, and we have a configuration, drive, prerequisites, and all the things. And for that, I'm going to use also mailtrap.io. So mailtrap.io, if I search for mailtrap, yeah, you can go to the mailtrap.io and sign up for free. Is very useful for testing, for email testing. And I have logged in here as a Laraveler. So let me open the iTerm, and I'm going to go in the work directory and say Laravel new, and I'm going to call it mail to create new mail directory and create the Laravel 9 project. And if you go here, so I don't have I have 0 messages, and if I go to the in my inbox, here we have integrations, and we have a list with selected for Python, Ruby on Rails. Also we have a bunch of PHP frameworks, and also we have the Laravel that we need. If you here, and this is the configuration we need for Laravel. So mailer is SMTP, the host is mailtrap.io, port is 2525, and here we have the username and the password, and encryption is TLC. Now just don't copy my username and password. Go and create, because it's free. Go and create your account here and just scroll here and copy this. After that, go to the Laravel project, and I'm going to open this with VS Code and paste this code in the .env file. Okay, so paste this in the .env file. If I go to the .env, and we have here the mailer, and by default is the mailhog, because if you create a project with Laravel sale, you also have the mailhog there, so you don't need to create this mailtrap.io, but I'm using the Laravel Valet, and I created a project like this. So let's remove this here and paste that code we copy from mailtrap.io and paste it here. Okay, save it. Now also, if you go inside the config, here we have the mail.php, the configuration file, and the default is SMTP. So if we don't have this mailer in the .env file, mailer is SMTP in here also, but if we remove it from here, it's going to get this default one. Also here we have the mailers, Markdown, postmark, send mail, log, and all of that. We have from, address, and the name, and we have also them in the .env file. So mail from name is this app name, so is this app name here, so Laravel, or we can change on your own. And the address is this helloexample.com. Also, we are going to cover the Markdown, but not in the next video, after the next video, because in the next video we are going to create mail and see how it's going to work. Okay friends, that's it for this intro. So if you like content like this, please subscribe to my channel and like the video, and see you in the next one. All the best. Thank you very much. Hello friends, welcome. In this video we are going to create a new mail with a Laravel artisan command and send this mail to the mailtrap.io. So here we have the mail test application. I have removed everything from the front welcome blade, and just I have added this Tilund CSS CDN. Okay, so let's open here the terminal and create a new mail. And to create a mail, we need to run the PHP artisan make mail and give it a name. So I'm going to say first mail. Hit enter and it's going to create a new mail. Now, if we go inside the app directory, we have the mail folder here with the first mail class. And in the first mail class, we have the extend the mail label. Also, we have the construct function and the build function, which return the view. It's the same thing as we return with a controller. So here we return the view, and the view is going to point inside the resources views here. So here we have the view name. We don't have that right now. So let's go and create an example. So I'm going to create inside the views. I'm going to create a new folder, name it mails like this. And inside here, a new file. And I'm going to name it first mail.blade.php. And now in this return this view, we need to specify that. So let's say the same thing as in the controller, what I said. We need to specify the mails folder dot, the same thing, and the file, which is first mail. Okay, let's save this. And now in the first mail blade, we need to add something here to show to the mail. So let's say h1 my first mail to mailtrap.io. Okay, let's save this. And now to send this mail, I'm going to create a button inside the welcome blade. So let's say here, first I'm going to create a div with class max width to be 6XL, and I'm going to say MX auto, and I'm going to say margin top to be 12. Okay, and here add an anchor tag with a shref to point to the send mail. We don't have that, we are going to create. And let's add some classes. So let's say px4 and py2. Also add a bg indigo 500 and on hover to be bg indigo 700. This is the Tilund CSS classes. So for that I added the Tilund CDN here. And let's say here send first mail. Okay, let's save this, go to the browser and refresh. And we have this send first mail here. But if I click, nothing is going to happen because we don't have this send mail route. So let's go in the web routes. Let's open the web routes and create that. So I'm going to copy and duplicate this route. Just change the point here to be send mail. So what we added in the anchor tag, send mail. Okay, and I'm not going to return a view, but I'm going to send mail. In the send mail, we need to call the mail facade and make sure you import that up here and say mail, and we need to say to, and here we need to add the mail. And or you can, if we have a registered user here, we can add the user, and the Laravel is smart enough to detect the email from the user. But in this case, I'm going to just add some mail here, test.com, and what we are going to send. So let's say send, and here this expecting a mail label, and if we go to the first mail, also this class extends the mail label. So let's say here new and first mail. Okay, now if I save this, and I think we have saved, yeah, everything. Let's go refresh, and now if I click send first mail, so if I come here, we don't have any mail right now. Yeah, it's empty. Let's click here and we navigate to the send mail. Now if I come here, yeah, we have the first mail here, and my first mail to mailtrap.io. Okay, this is how easy it is to send mail with Laravel. Is just to just one line of code, mail to, and specify the email and the mail label we created. Okay, and you see here we need to, I'm going to delete this and send a new mail. So let's come here, and I want to add some properties to this mail. So let's say we have a $sign public property for name, and we expect the name here, $sign name. And now the construct, we need to say $sign this name to be with the name we expect in the class. And with that, that's it. We can use this name in our blade. So let's say my first mail to mailtrap.io, send from, and add the name in here. Okay, like in the default blades. Let's save that. But before we go and test, we need to add the name we expect here. Okay, so you see we have an error, expected one argument. So let's add, I'm going to add the Laravel as a name, and let's save it. Let's go and refresh and click send first mail again. Let's go here, and yeah, first mail, and now we have my first mail to mailtrap.io sent from Laravel. Okay, friends, that's it, how easy it is to send the email from Laravel. And if you like some contents like this, please subscribe to my channel and like the video, and I'm going to create as video as I can. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. All the best. Hello friends, welcome. In this video we are going to attach images to the mail. So when we send the email, I want to show the images and download from the email. If you go here we have the mail test page, and let's go and inside the views, the welcome, let me just add here text to be white and rounded. Save this, refresh, and now it's more okay. Okay, now let's work with attach email and also add a subject. So in the first mail class, here we return the view, but if we want, we can add the subject. So let's say here $, subject, and I'm going to add a string here. So let's say hello from Laravel. And now let me save this and not attach here, just click send mail. Okay, we sent the email. If I come here, yeah, and you see here the subject is first mail, and this is coming from the name of the class here, first mail. Okay, if we had just mail here, it's going to be only mail. Now let's add the subject and say $, this, subject, and add here the subject, $subject, and let's save it. Go to the browser and refresh. Let's click send first mail. Okay, come here, and now we have the hello from Laravel. Okay, good. Let's go back here, and now let's attach the images. So I'm going to say, let's get first the images, and inside the storage I have added storage app public. I have added the 2 images here, 1 and 2. Okay, let's say $, this, and I'm going to say attach. Okay, and here now we need to add the image path. So let's say storage path helper function, and we need to go in the app /public/ and the name in this case is episode 1, episode-1-png. Okay, but in the real world projects, maybe you have to do something like this, add dot and the image path. Okay, but we don't have that, so let's work with this image. Let's save that, go and refresh. Okay, send first mail, and let's go to the mail. Yeah, we have again the hello from Laravel, but right now we have if you see, we don't have in the first one attachment. If I go here, now we have attachment here, and we have episode-1 png, and that's it, because so we can download now. That's it, because we have the episode -1 PNG here. But if you have a Laravel generated hash name for each images, you can also add here in the attach. We expect the file and an array or options. So we can say here and add options. So let's say as and give it a name. So I'm going to say image name.png png, and let's save it and try again. Now we got this as episode 1. Let's refresh, send first mail again, and let's go and see we have image name.png. Okay, this is how you can change or add a name. Now let's say work with another method. Now instead of attach, I'm going to say attach, and here we have attach data attached from storage and from storage disk. Let's say attach from storage, and also here we need the path, the name, which is null also, and an array of options. Let's work first with the path and add the path of this image, and I'm going to say public slash and the episode -1 .png. Okay, save it. Come here and refresh. Let's say send first mail. Okay, go back and let's come here. We have this one, and also we have the attachment, which is episode -1 PNG is the name of the image here. Now let's add the name if we want. So you see here we have the other name. Let's add, so I'm going to say just name.png, save it, and png like this. Go to the browser, refresh, and send first mail. Okay, go back, come here, and now if I see the attachment, we have the name png here. Also, if you want to add that options for example, MIME type is going to be an image and PNG image. Let's go back, refresh, and let's send first mail. Come here. Okay. And we have the name PNG, which is an image. Okay, what we need? Okay, so let's remove this and say attach from storage disk. Okay, and here now we need to add a disk, a path, and a name, which is null. So let's add a disk and a path. And to add a disk, if you go to the config file systems, here we have all the disks. We have the local disk, and the driver is local, public. The driver is public, is local also, and we have the S3, which is for the Amazon. And let's add the public disk here. So I'm going to say public disk, and now we need to add the path, which is we have a public and we have episode-1 png. So let's add the episode-1.png. If I save it and go here and refresh, let's say send first mail, and go back. From here we have this hello from Laravel, and we see we have the episode-1 png. Okay, let's add also, if you want, we can add the name, which we have here, and an array of options, the same thing with attach from storage. So let's add the name, which is going to be just name.png. Save it and go back for the last time, refresh. Come here, refresh, and now send first mail. And if I come here, I send choose. If I hover it, click, and now we have name.png. Also, you can add options here. So the same thing with the first one. So that's it, how we can attach files. Hope you enjoy, and if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one. All the best. Hello friends, welcome. In the previous video we attached the images to the email. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to embed images, and also I'm going to install a Laravel Jetstream to have the authentication and send the user email, not the test email. Okay, so for that, if I go to the laravel.com, okay, get started, and in the packages I'm going to install the Jetstream package. Go to the installation and let's copy this command, and in the terminal I'm going to run it. Hit enter. And I'm going to use the live wire, not with inertia. We are not using a Vue.js. So let's run the live wire there. Okay, let's run npm install and npm run dev, copy, paste here. And now if I go to the mail.test, we need to run the artisan migrate. So just wait for the npm. Okay, run php artisan migrate. We don't have the database mail, so let's open my table plus and create that. Click OK. Hit enter again, and it's going to create that. Okay, now go to the browser, refresh, and I'm going to register a new user. Okay, let's say test user. Register. Okay, now if I go to the profile. Okay, so now this user has this email, and if we want to send the email to this user, we can So the user who is logged in here, we can, so let's go here in the web routes. So instead of the test, and by default, I think it's the same as this one. Yeah, we have the same email, but if we want to send to the user, we can say $user here. And I'm going to say authenticated user and add the email here. So the user and get me the email. Okay. Let's save this and go and try now. So here we have this email. Now let me also change the email to be test1. Save. Go back. Okay, and send first mail. Okay, let's come here and you see here we have the test1 mail. So I'm going to zoom it. And here it is, test1. Okay. Now, one more thing I want to show you is also we can add the name here, so the username. So instead of the hard-coded Laravel, we can say $user name like this. Okay, but what more thing I want to show you how to add embed images here. So where is the resources, views, and mails? Go to the first mail. Okay, first mail here. And here we have the name. Okay. And after that, I'm going to add an image. And we need to say source. And in here, we need to add the message. This message is from the Laravel. It's all the mails. So, and with message, we need to say embed. So if you go to the laravelmail.com and laravel.com and mails, here we have the inline attachments, and we need to call the message embed and the path of the image. Okay, or also the embed data. So let's do the same thing, embed, and here we need to add the path of the image. We don't have the image here, but let's say public path. Let's call the public path here. And inside the public path, I want to add this episode 1. So let's say episode-1.png. Now I have added this manually here. So if I save and go back here, refresh and send first mail. Okay, let's come here and yeah, we attached the image. It's huge image, but let me zoom it out. Yeah, it's very large image, but you have the idea. And you see here now we have my first mail to mailtrap.io sent from test, and this test is the name of the user. So the username here. Okay, friends. So that's it for this video, how we can attach images and embed images, and also add the send to the user email and add the username here. If you like, friends, like the video and subscribe to my channel for content like this. All the best. Hello friends, welcome. In this video we are going to create a new mail with a Markdown flag and send that mail. So if you go to the markdownguide.org and here go to the cheat sheet, we have an example how we can write the Markdown. So add one hashtag for the H1, two hashtags for H2, and so on. Here you can get the how to write the Markdown. Now, if you go to the Laravel documentation of mail, down there we have the Markdown mailable, and we created a Markdown mail, just the same thing, just we added the Markdown flag, and here the name or the folders we need that here. So let's copy this one and go to the terminal and paste that in. And I'm going to change. So the file is going to be inside the emails, and I'm going to name it second mail. And also the class is going to be the same thing. So second mail. Okay. Enter. And now go to the VS Code. Inside the mail we have this second mail. And the second mail is the same thing as the first one, just instead of returning this view, is returning this Markdown, and the Markdown file is inside the emails, and this is the name of the Markdown file. So if I go in the views, emails, we have this file. So if I open this one, here we have some Laravel components. This is component mail message, and here is the hashtag for introductions. So it's going to be header. Here we have the body, a button with an empty URL, and thanks, and this, and here we have the app name. Okay, so let's try and send this second mail. To do that, I'm going to go inside the routes, web routes, and here we send the first mail. Let's change this to be second mail, and here we don't accept the name. You make sure you are logged in, so because here we add mail to the user, and we need just to say user here. So let's go to the browser, refresh, and send. Go back, and yeah. And now you see here we have second mail because it's based on the this name, last name, so second mail. And here is the beautiful Laravel Markdown mail. We have a logo, we have a footer here, down there we have a button. Right now it's empty URL. This is the H1, so the hashtag 1. And let's go and make some changes. And also this is from the test the user who is logged in. Good. Let's what we need to do here. So let's add the URL to go to the dashboard. If you go to the Laravel documentation And here we have an example how to add the URL. Just I'm going to copy this to do this more quick. So go to second mail and here paste that in. Now we don't have this order URL, but I'm going to add here the road and the dashboard road. Let's save it. And now if I go here, so where is the second mail? And I'm going to add the URL here, $URL, and save, but we don't need this indent here. So make sure you save it without indenting, because if we send something like this, so let me send this, refresh, and go back. And if I come here, now that is not going to work because the markdown need to be in this line. Okay. And I added the dashboard here, so let me go and refresh and send first mail again. Okay, go back and let me open now this one. And yeah, now it's looking more nice. And we have this dashboard here. If I click, we go to the dashboard. Okay, very good. Now also if we want to add attachments, it's going to be the same thing. So let me go to the, so also we don't add it here the name, but you can do the same thing for the second mail. But let me add the attachment. So I'm going to copy this subject and attach from the first one. And just I'm going to leave this the view and add it to the second mail. So instead of return $sign this, I'm going to paste that in. Return this and attach from storage. We added that one, and the subject is subject and the markdown. Okay. Let's save it. Come here and refresh. Send mail. Okay, come here and now we have attachments here. Okay, and the same thing. So that's it for this video, friends. Hope you enjoy, and if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. All the best and see you in the next one. Thank you very much.